If the stars were made to worship, so will I.
Hi there, I'll be reading to you from Dr. DeMay's Musings. First, I just want to encourage you. The day that I'm recording this is a very dreary, cold winter day, and it's kind of a letdown because the previous week was very warm. It was 68 out, and my kids were barefoot outside, sometimes walking through the leftover snow piles. And today the snow is back, and it's chilly, and it's a little depressing to have a sign of hope and spring and then it be taken away again. And as these days that I've been reading to you recently are Dr. DeMay's writing about God prepping the world for his promised Messiah so that he could finally send him, so that he would be received, that it would all line up perfectly. In the same way, maybe God is prepping you right now to receive his promise of spring, and maybe this goes even in a more spiritual direction, an internal promise, an internal spring that you are waiting for, or a physical promise as healing or provision. Just don't lose heart when winter shows itself again. God is just prepping you so that everything will be lined up and you will receive it, and all glory will go to God ultimately. So today's reading is from week 13, day 3. We're musing about God's plan of salvation and why it took 4,000 years of human existence for the Savior to come. We've just seen that after the fall, the human race, and by the way, every scientist agrees now that there's just one human race, and no matter what the skin color, I think this is very supportive of creationism and detrimental to evolution, became perverted by intermingling with the fallen angels and had to be wiped out except for Noah's family. Humans got a fresh start in a sense, but not really, as they were still born with the sin nature intact and the spirit person dead. And they, again, had no desire to commune with God or to have any spiritual aspect to their lives. So they became very strong and innovative and arrogant, since they all spoke the same language and were of the same anti-God mindset. Does any of this sound familiar? And they were not going to let God destroy them ever again. They would build a tower whose top is in the heavens, Genesis 11:4. So again, to ensure a future great harvest of human souls would become the sons and daughters of God and commune with him eternally, the triune God said, "Come, let us go down there and confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth. Genesis 11:7-8. So that's how different people groups and different languages and people living in just about every locale on earth came to be. That is so much more logical than what I was taught in school, that groups of people would migrate from the larger group of different locales that suited them better and then settled there. Since everyone is pretty sure, yes, scientifically speaking, that human life did originate in the Middle East, the Fertile Crescent, I always wondered, as an impressionable young student, why in the world anyone in their right mind would migrate from the beautiful weather and agriculture of that area to northern Alaska. It never made sense. The truth is, a loving God moved them supernaturally and equipped them to like their new environments and thrive there. But this move accomplished something else. It made human beings a little less arrogant and self-sufficient. It made them possibly more attuned to the things of God, to spiritual things. We're not getting way off track here, trust me. We're just showing why there needed to be an atonement for human sin before Jesus Christ came, and why it took so long for him to come. I'm trying to compactly cover 4,000 years of human history in a few paragraphs. Have patience. We'll pick up right here tomorrow. But I do want to say one more thing this morning that might shock you. Although humankind was sinning like crazy during this time of human history, and although there were surely negative consequences of that sin, God wasn't holding the people responsible for their sin. Does that seem odd? I'll prove it next time.